Hello, hello. Today, let's look at what's new. Bitcoin. 2021 price predictions. Analysts forecast BTC values will range between, are you ready? $0 to $600,000. So now that we got that dialed in, I'll put these links below like always, but basically it's kind of a fun article. It gives a bunch of different opinions and perspectives throughout for the different price predictions for Bitcoin by the end of the year. And honestly, I guess throwing my hat in, I'm going to say between 60,000 in no time. After what you see we talk about today, you'll agree 60,000 is coming soon. And six-figure Bitcoin probably on the horizon. So why is that? MasterCard is a part of that. Tesla just bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. They told the SEC they'll put that as part of their holdings. MasterCard will open its network to cryptocurrencies this year. It'll allow direct payments with a select group of cryptocurrencies, likely to include Bitcoin and Ethereum. Previously, MasterCard supported limited cryptocurrency transactions through its crypto card partners Wirex and Uphold, but those programs only cover payment and not settlement. The coins are converted to fiat currency well before reaching the merchant. The new initiative promises to upend the dynamic among the store owners and businesses who will opt in on this. They will be able to conduct their business beyond the bounds of the fiat ecosystem, assuming, of course, their customers have crypto that they're willing to spend. Amazon preparing to launch a digital currency project in Mexico. Amazon's grip on the internet economy appears to be coming for currency next, with the e-commerce giant preparing to launch a digital currency project. So not sure, this isn't Bitcoin, but it is Digital and Emerging Payments Division in Mexico. I would imagine they would consider Amazon coins. Anyway, Uber says company will consider crypto for rides as a payment, but they're not going to carry it on their balance sheet. The rideshare company will look into cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, as a potential form of payment. He shot down any notions of Uber buying Bitcoin for its corporate balance sheet. However, we are going to keep our cash safe. Uber has been a member of the Libra, now Diem Stablecoin Association since October. And Bitcoin hits a new all-time high, as BNY Mellon announces crypto custody. Bitcoin is loving the BNY Mellon news. It's a very big deal, trader and analyst Alex Kruger tweeted. So the cryptocurrency set a new high of 48,300 during the U.S. trading hours, surpassing the old one. Buyers stepped up. Bitcoin is loving BNY Mellon news. A wave of institutional adoption has hit the Bitcoin market this week, pushing prices higher by almost 22%. Okay, somebody asked me about Tether and what I thought about Tether and their lawsuits that are pending and so on and so on. So I'm going to put some articles in case you don't know the Tether backstory and stuff, and I'm not really going to get too deep into it. But Tether is a stablecoin, and they've had some issues in the past with the New York Attorney General to decide on Tether in 30 days. So there's iFinex, Bitfinex, and Tether. iFinex is like the top of the pyramid, and then Bitfinex and Tether are below it. And there was some trading between Tether and Bitfinex to cover some losses and some stuff like that. This is Tether's digital money for digital aid. This is their homepage. So Bitfinex supposedly repays the $750 million loan to Tether. Why now? And really, there's no transparency on Tether. Honestly, Tether is a little shady, but at the moment, it's a necessary evil to get in and out, right, of markets. So according to the New York Attorney General, the loan was taken to cover for the loss of $850 million in commingled client and corporate funds caused by entrusting its liquidity to a Panamanian company called Crypto Capital. And I believe they call those like the Panamanian Papers. The company has since faced legal action by multiple governments around the world, resulting in its funds being frozen and thus inaccessible to Bitfinex. You can read through all of the rest of this and stuff, but to answer the question, really, no matter what happens to Tether I don't think is it's not sustainable. Like, it's not like fiat currencies backed by gold. It's, 90-10 ratio or whatever it is. And Tether, there's no transparency. They have come clean a little bit. The last audit, I believe, was in like 2018. So it's been a couple years since there's been any kind of transparency into some sort of any kind of an audit. So the Stablecoin Act intends to regulate stablecoin issuers by requiring them to obtain bank charters and place reserve funds equivalent to the figure for the stablecoin issuers and with the Federal Reserve. And I think, the United States is going to have some interesting and probably strict stablecoin laws if this goes through. Good thing is this is probably not going to go through, or not right now. It was just proposed. It's really not that far in, so I wouldn't be too worried about the stablecoin bill yet. USDC will probably become bigger in the United States than USDT. But even if something happens with USDT, it's probably only going to be banned like Ripple in the United States. So there'll be workarounds. People will get around it. And USDC or something like that will probably just, even though it's more transparent, regulated through kind of Coinbase and, some people don't like that kind of stuff. More centralized, I guess, is a way to say it. I don't think that losing Tether is going to completely destroy the cryptocurrency market. It might give it a good hiccup, but I think it'll just keep pushing without it. So anyway, if you want to do some research on Tether yourself, there's a few articles here, and there's tons of information out there. There's tons of videos on Tether and everything else. So I was just answering a question. And then I would throw in some oddball, just coin. So Clayton, it's a Korean. It's really popular in Korea. I think mostly popular in Korea. But I think this is one that is probably ready for another breakout. So Clayton, here's their webpage. The links are below. Governance Council. It's on Huobi. And some links and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty big. I think mostly in Korea right now. I don't know how much it's spread, but this is from June. This is Crypto Differ 2020. And you can see the top 15 dApps by active users. And we go through and we can see Maker had 43,000 on the Ethereum blockchain. But if you look, 56,000 on Clayton for Cosmo Chain. Kyber, Ethereum, 15,000. But then you have Ethereum, 10,000 here. And here's another one. This was in May of 2020. You see Cosmo Chain, Ethereum, AntTube. So I think it's maybe an underrated network. And it looks like it's ready. It's been around on here since, fall of 2019. And the previous highs were like 75 cents. I think it's sitting right now at about 59 cents. 24-hour trading volume is 9 million. I don't have a full market cap, and it's got a expanding supply. Or, it doesn't have a max supply. And it's not ranked. So this is kind of an underdog, peripheral coin that a year ago was kind of getting a little attention, and it's just kind of out of the spotlight. One that is in the spotlight, though, is Graph. The Graph GRT. Killing it. Man, I am glad I bought this a while ago. So, 230 up 60%. Yeah. The Graph Network. A marketplace of service providers ensures that data remains open and that dApps continue to run no matter what. So here's Uniswap. These are live products. Many of the best projects are using the graph in production today. So Uniswap enables anyone to create markets and bootstrap liquidity, easily tracks markets, volume, and orders. Synthetics Exchange uses data like trade volume, assets, and balances to arm traders for making fast decisions. Decentraland, I like Decentraland. I can't wait to see what happens with it as it grows. Decentraland Marketplace lets users find land, accessories, and collectibles for an expansive digital world. Man, I almost bought land on here when it was really, really cheap, and man, I wish I would have done it now. Aragon empowers individuals to create internet-native organizations and resolve community disputes with Aragon Court. So, it's not going to be a big deep. I'm sure most people have heard of the graph, but I wanted to put in some movers today. I really like graph. It's, man, doubling, tripling. All right then, let's see, we got an XNX video probably coming up in the morning, and some other neat stuff on the way too. Cheers.